Being a man is hard, and with the wrong guidance, it becomes even more difficult. Most young men these days haven't had a strong male role model in their lives, so they blindly follow society's advice. But now men are acting like women, and women are acting like men. Pathetic. Since the dawn of time, it was known that the father had a massive impact on his children's life. Your mother's role was to give you life, to nurture you, to comfort you, and to love you, to keep you alive, while your father's role was to be a strong role model, enforce discipline, and teach you how to survive on your own. Both have very different roles, but both are vital for our development. Broken homes often leave a mark. Kids raised without a strong father figure can end up feeling lost and adrift. This can lead down dark paths. Some become consumed by rage, turning into monsters. The statistics are stark. Almost every single school shooter had no father figure in their lives. Prisons are filled with those who grew up without a father's guidance. In fact, 85% of all youths in a prison today had no father figure. But it's not just boys who suffer. Girls raised without a father can struggle too. They often crave male attention and fall prey to manipulation by men, specifically seeking women with daddy issues. But society whispers lies, and you have now found the right channel for real masculine advice. There's a whole side of manhood society overlooks. We will go over some things society does not want you to know as a man. The first truth every man must face is nobody is coming to save you. You are on your own. You are responsible for your own success in life. No cavalry is coming to charge in and save the day. You have dreams burning inside you. Don't wait for permission to chase them. Grab them by the throat and make them yours. Nobody will do it for you. Doubt will claw at you. It happens to everyone. It will whisper sweet nothings about giving up. But when that day comes, remember, giving up is for the weak. Strong men rise again, stronger each time. It's not about never falling down. It's about rising every damn time. The second thing you should know as a man on his grind is you have to cultivate a capacity for awareness. It is impossible to break free from bad advice and nonsense if you lack awareness. You have to understand this if you don't want to live your life like a slave to the Matrix. It's the key to breaking free from the chains they've wrapped around you. Listen, silence the distractions, and tune into your inner voice. It holds the power to guide you. Feel the world beneath your feet. Step out of the concrete jungle and sink your bare toes into the cool grass. It's more than a connection to the ground. It's a connection to your primal self. Ground yourself in the earth's energy. Feel the stress melt away and rise stronger than before. Great warriors didn't just fight, they thought. Journaling, pen and paper are your weapons of self-discovery. Pour your thoughts and goals onto the page. It's messy, it's raw, but it's yours. Unleash the power within. It might feel a little strange at first. Don't be afraid of the awkwardness. The reward is a mind forged in fire. Now, let's talk about a pattern I see all the time. Men, especially young men, are bombarded with conditioning messages about caution. Play it safe. Don't make waves. Act more feminine. Follow the established path. But here's the brutal truth. A life of playing it safe is a slow suffocation, leaving you a hollow shell by the time you realize. Now, I'm not suggesting recklessness, but calculated risks. Those are the stepping stones to greatness. Look at any successful man you admire. They all took chances. They weren't afraid to push boundaries and face setbacks or failures. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So the question becomes, are you content with a safe but unremarkable life? Or are you ready to forge your own path? If the answer is the latter, then you're in the right place. The last thing I want to say is about integrity. Your word has to be ironclad. We all know the saying. A man's word is his bond. If you say you are going to do something, do it. Don't be the guy that talks a big game with no results and no follow-through. But in today's world, how many men actually live by that? The truth is, most guys are all talk and no action. They spout big dreams, but never break a sweat to achieve them. Here's the reality. Your word is a currency. Every time you break a promise, even to yourself, it devalues that currency. Think about it. If you say you'll hit the gym but flake out, how motivated are you going to be next time? Being a man of your word isn't just for others. It's about building self-trust. When you consistently follow through, you build a mental toughness that fuels your drive. The best principle is talk less and do more. If you decide to speak, make sure your words are ironclad. So, the question is, do you want to be a man who talks a big game, or a man who gets things done? If building unshakable self-trust and achieving your goals sounds appealing, then subscribe, because the Fjord of the Stoic Viking isn't just another channel telling you what to do. We're a community of men who challenge each other to think critically, become successful, and forge our own paths. Until next time, Skål.